What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Philly to Detroit Boxing. We linked up with my guy Devin Price here in Vegas, 2-0 professional boxer. What's good, bro?
What's up with it, bro?
Nothing much, bro. Appreciate you for letting us come through.
For sure. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, for sure, my guy. But yeah, back to it though. We was getting into the Inoue Fulton situation. How did you feel about that fight?
It was a tough one. That was a hurt piece. I'm a fan of Scooter, Stephen Fulton, and I grew up around Scooter, so I wanted to see him win. He went over. He was going to Dare to Be Great. He went to Japan, his country, to go fight him, and he had the belts. Like, he really didn't even have to. And I feel like he came to fight. Like, it wasn't like he was scared or nothing like that. It just was, Inoue was the better man, honestly.
Right.
So, I'm sure he's going to get back to the drawing board.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then I did see, he definitely is looking forward to maybe getting a rematch with Inoue at some point down the line. But how did you feel about Inoue? Did he look better than you thought he would?
I'm not gonna lie, he's sharper than I thought. I thought he was a little gassed up. I ain't gonna lie. My brother told me, like, was telling me for years, like, nah, he the truth. And I'm like I ain't never seen him like fight nobody. I seen him fight Coach Nonito, and Coach Nonito was giving him the work.
Yeah.
It was a real close fight the first time. But yeah, no, he definitely, it's not just, he don't just got like power. He was sharp, he was fast, he was strong, slick. I'm like, man, I didn't know he had all that skill. So he could definitely fight.
No, for sure. Then could you tell us a little bit about, I know you said you came down here with Coach Nonito Donaire, Hall of Famer, of course. How has that been, just watching him get prepared for his title fight coming up tomorrow?
It's super motivating, first things first. And I can learn a lot. It's like the only pros I really, like, I don't be around too many boxers and stuff, especially pros, because I'm just turning pro. But this like one of the first world champions that I watched in training camp during fight week, how they practicing, what they eat, how they take care of themselves. So I just ask a million questions and learn from when I'm in that situation. I know what to do. So it's like $1 million worth of year.
No, definitely.
Definitely. How you feel about tomorrow fight, the Spence versus Crawford? Who you got?
Earl, my favorite fighter. So I'm a little biased with it, but I think, and it's not Terrence Crawford's fault, but he ain't really fight nobody to Earl Spence caliber in the years that he's been fighting. And Terrence Crawford, the truth too, and it's not his fault because he signed the top rank. He couldn't really get those tough fights. But I think Earl gonna take him in the deep waters, and I don't think he'll stop him, but I think he'll take it and he'll win the fight. Like, he'll win all the later rounds.
Right.
Kind of like Caleb Plant and Benavidez.
Yeah. Speaking of Caleb Plant, did you recently just see him smack Jamal Charlo?
I just saw it on your page. I'm like, man. And I was at the weigh-in, so I'm trying to see like when did that happen? Because I see when the Charlos walked out, they kind of stormed out, like they wasn't taking no pictures of them. So that probably was right after.
Right. How would you see that fight playing out? Maybe Jamal go up to 168, maybe fight Caleb.
Right.
You know what I mean? At this point, you know what I mean? How you see that one playing out?
I like the Charlos a lot too, and I like Caleb Plant. That's another good fight. Like how the Caleb Plant Benavidez fight was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's a 50-50 toss-up, but they both got a lot of skill.
Right.
Caleb Plant, he could box, bro. He just don't got the power like that.
Right. No, that's real shit.
I say September 29th, you're back in the ring.
Yes, sir.
You know how many rounders? Like, 4 rounds?
It'll probably be a 4-rounder again.
All right.
I wonder. I just follow whatever my pop plan, whatever he got for me. I'm gonna follow and trust what he's doing. So I'll ask him, but most likely it'll probably be another 4-rounder, and then I'll ask him like how many more 4-rounders I do before I go 6.
Right. Yeah.
Like, he know what he's doing. I don't want to say, yeah, can I fight for a 6-rounder? And then I'm not ready to know that. My pop has been through this a lot of times, so I just trust him.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask that as well. Obviously having a pops that actually he's done it. You know what I mean? He's actually been through the waters. He's actually been in the ring and performed. How has that been? And how does he give you a lot of game, just kind of navigating through the professional world?
Yeah, yes, but he's still humble and is willing to listen to other people. Like, some coaches, especially dads, like if another coach trying to tell their son what to do and stuff like that, they want to have a lot of pride and they don't want to get out the way. If the coach can help me, then my dad will let him take full control.
Right.
Like, my pop don't got no pride with it, so he willing to learn whenever he could get game from somebody that's a world champion and have been through it a million times. Like I said, we always open ears.
Right.
So he give me a lot of game, and we go looking for game all the time too. We always trying to learn.
Right, and that kind of seems, like you just described, that kind of seems like what's going on with Nonito Donaire, you know what I mean? Sure. Obviously, Nonito is a Hall of Famer, in his own right, so it's kind of like, why wouldn't we take some advice from Nonito, you know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, do it motivate you, the fact that you got a coach that's still fighting? Because, you know, really nobody else really got a coach that's training for a fight and you training for a fight.
And it's crazy because especially for my brother, because my brother and our coach in the same division. He the world champion. He about to be the world champion in his division. So it's like it's a respect there where they wouldn't, like how the Charlo and Earl Spence is, like they wouldn't run into each other, but it's definitely motivating because it's like I really could do it. I got somebody that's pushing me there and know how to get it. So I believe, like I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the most skilled boxer in the world. I'm definitely talented, and when you just keep learning and you figure stuff out, you could beat a lot of people.
No,
that's how I always was. So that's how I still feel.
What weight you about to fight at on the 20th of September?
I'm looking for a 130 or 135.
130, 135?
Fights though, bro.
Yeah.
My first fight, he got maybe 16 fights or something like that. We had to fly him in from Argentina, give him a bunch of money, and we got him 2 days before the weigh-in. Then my last fight, we thought we had an opponent 2 weeks out, and we thought we had him locked in and stuff. He was a tough guy. He fought he was undefeated at one point, and then he changed the day before the weigh-in. So it just be wherever we could lock in a fight. Now at where I could get it a couple weeks out and know what I'm training for. I could be training for Orthodox and then a couple days before I switch to a Southpaw. So I just want to get a locked in opponent this time.
No, hell yeah.
Definitely. How you feel about that Canelo Charlo fight?
That's gonna be a good one. He's fighting a smaller brother though, right?
Yeah, he fighting 154.
Yeah,
he making him come up too. Yeah.
Why is that?
Why you making him come up?
Why he not fighting the older
one?
one?
The rumor was when it first came out, he was fighting the older one, but the older one, he going through a divorce and custody and all that. So he basically gave it to his brother, he not mentally right to take the biggest fight of his life, basically.
Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah,
that's understandable. I don't know though. Like I said, I like the Charlo.
That's too weight.
That's the only problem. If it was the brother that's 168, I go to Charlo right off the bat. But it's he bigger. He's still a super vet, one of the greatest in the sport. And it's just that's tough. But it's still, I would say a 55-45 fight because of the weight.
Yeah, no cap. Yeah, and then you just never know how the weight gonna affect Charlo.
Right.
That might be his walk around. He might be comfortable,
right.
At that. You know what I mean?
No, that's definitely true. But some people, my brother like that, he's more comfortable when he's smaller and don't gotta cut as much.
Yeah.
Rather than cut all the weight and be bigger at the division or whatever.
Because technically he is taller, he got the longer arm, so he just, like you said, do you think the power gonna move up with him? Because he's a power puncher at his weight class. So.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he's strong. I think it'll still move up. I don't think he'll knock Canelo out.
Right.
He'll still have effective, respectable power where if I hit you, you're not gonna want to just walk through and ball up through all my shots.
Yeah.
For sure.
But you definitely give him a chance though, because a lot of people, think Canelo just gonna wash him. You know what I mean? I don't think that's the case either.
I don't think so either. And Canelo's still the truth, but he getting older too.
Yeah.
So it's age don't really, well, with a lot of people, sometimes it don't, but age don't work well with a lot of fighters as they go on. The older you get, the more you slow down, your reflex is not as sharp and stuff like that. So, I don't know, it's a tough fight.
No, yeah. And I be saying that too, Canelo almost 70 fights in, man.
Right. Your body done took a bottom.
Yeah,
he turned pro at 15, so
that's crazy.
By the time he was 25, he was a decade in already.
That's crazy.
Right, so he almost 70 fights in. At some point, he's gonna have to you know what I mean?
Sure, your body gonna give on you. That's how it works. You can push yourself like a machine for a certain amount of time, and that's how you gotta be.
Yeah.
He definitely did it, but like you said, 70 fights in, eventually it's gonna be damn, your body gonna be, I can't do it like that. It's not gonna be functioning the same. So, like I said, it's still, I give him the slight advantage, but it's gonna be a great fight though. There's a lot of good fights happening this year.
Yeah, no doubt. And then stylistically, you just never know how it could play out.
Right.
Jamal could take extreme advantage of that if Canelo come out, just kind of high guard, just kind of trying to throw hooks and shit. Right. So we'll see how that one play out.
By saying recently, Frank and Keyshawn ran into each other. How you see that fight playing out today?
Yeah, yesterday they ran into each other.
For real? Where was it at? The media workout?
I think
I was there.
Something.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, that's crazy. He stopped his own press conference. First time I was interviewing Frank, then he seen Keyshawn. He was like, hold on. So I guess he went to, because that was his first time seeing him. They always just go back and forth.
Right.
So I guess he
Wait, Keyshawn got a fight coming up?
No, he just fought. Yeah. Both of them just fought, so it could be a possibility. You know what I mean?
Jog back and forth, so this was their first time actually seeing each other. So Frank kind of took
pressed the issue.
I'm not gonna talk to him. I'm gonna introduce myself to him type shit.
For sure. Now that's another great fight. I don't know, that's tough though. I ain't gonna lie. Keyshawn definitely the truth.
Yeah, Keyshawn can go.
I like Frank Martin though, and I don't know.
Did you watch his last performance?
I watched his last fight.
How you feel about that?
It scared me a little bit because I like Frank Martin.
Yeah.
And I feel like I was 50-50 on that fight, but that performance did make me lean a little bit.
That's
because he was boxing him, so I'm like, if he could box you, I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Keyshawn
is a lot more naturally skilled. He bigger than the guy that he fought too, right?
Right.
So it's like, I ain't gonna lie, it's a real tough fight.
And the guy he fought, he was undefeated. I give him that. He was an undefeated guy.
And he was like a bronze medalist. And stuff
yeah, Olympics. But I make
at him. He wasn't like he could fight.
No, yeah, for sure,
but not A-level fighter. Keyshawn an A-level fighter.
Yeah, I was about to say you can make the argument. Keyshawn probably would have got him out of there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
I agree because he dropped in the last round, right?
Yeah, he off a body shot. His eye was fucked up.
I think it was like
Who? The
To
opponent.
be honest with you,
his eye was closed up.
That eye basically stayed right. He'd have got it.
Well, he won by like 1 round or something like that.
If he didn't drop right, if he didn't get that knockdown, maybe a draw.
They making moves like Showtime paid him to drop at the last round and shit.
No, I ain't gonna lie. The bull definitely starts slowing down. Like I said, your body gonna tell you at some point if you physically you go push yourself, and eventually like Ryan. But Ryan, I feel like he could have got that though. But with that, I ain't gonna lie. I look like that Joe. He was tired. He was moving around. He looked fatigued. So
right. Yeah.
I don't think it was staged.
I actually see Ryan like he actually got like a good chin almost because he got stopped with a body shot. How he reacted to the shot, he got right up. Like he wasn't buzzed or nothing. Like he jumped right up. You could tell it was like Tank hitting him, but he got right up from that shot. How you feel about the move to Derrick James? Think that's gonna help you?
Yeah, I definitely think that's gonna help. Derrick James got like the dream team.
Man, he got a squad over there, bro.
Spencer said he had the Spurs. He talking about I'm Tim Duncan.
Oh, right.
He said
he got a squad over there right now.
Oh,
and then they had Tony Parker and Ginobili. Somebody.
I did see that. As a matter of fact, he said Frank Martin,
Tony Parker or some shit. Yeah,
that shit was funny.
No, they got a squad over there.
His squad is crazy. I definitely think with Derrick James, we gonna help him. We gonna help him move his feet better. He gonna keep his chin down, work on his defense, like simple stuff that everybody can see. But sometimes when you get that big and you successful at what you're doing, you don't listen to people.
Right.
I feel like after a loss, that's the time you'll listen to most. And you probably got the best coach in the game training you right now, so I'm sure he all open ears trying to learn it better.
Yeah. You feel like he kind of got comfortable with bad habits, but technically he was still getting it done.
Kind of like how they say, Roy Jones is before me, but I still seen Roy Jones some of it, but they say Roy Jones like supernaturally skilled, and his technical part wasn't like all the way there, and it started catching up to him.
Right.
Like the higher level and the more he was fighting. That's how it was with Ryan. He got comfortable, I think. He always faster, stronger than the guys he was fighting. He ain't really have too many tough opponents.
He got like the raw speed and power more so than the technical part.
He dropped his left hand, chin in the air like this. That's what I knew it was gonna be a knockout with Tank. Man. That's the worst style to have with you.
But I ain't gonna lie, I don't like when people be like boxing back and Tank and Gervonta started because I feel like that wasn't a 50-50 fight. Like that one was really like a 70-30.
Yeah, not even
80-20.
Yeah, I said 90-10. I ain't gonna lie. Out of all Tank opponents in the past, Barrios I said was like a 65-35. Santa Cruz I thought was like a 70-30. And then Pitbull Cruz, I really didn't know too much about him until I seen him like the first 2 rounds. I said, no, this is gonna be a tough fight. Even before he broke his hand. But nah. Yeah, Ryan was out of everybody for
tight guard too. He was trying. Tank was trying to hit him with that uppercut all night. He couldn't get it.
Couldn't land that.
Yeah, he was. That was a good fight. He want that rematch. So I think like with 2 hands.
He turned down 2 fights because he not willing. He turned down Shakur and Ryan Garcia, bro, because he not willing to lose it. Because you know if you lose it, that rematch
you ain't gonna get that Tank shot no more. Yeah.
I don't think he'll get him on the second fight though.
Yeah, no, he gonna get stopped.
Yeah, especially when
you're
the better fighter.
Good fight though until he stops.
Right, exactly. Right. When you're the better fighter, I feel like that's when you really see when you have a rematch and you see, even if it's a close fight like Floyd, when you're the better fighter and you rematch, you learn like, oh dang, I can't do that same mistake. The next time I'm just be back on my sharp stuff, and then usually the better fighter win the second fight.
Hell yeah.
And Tank had 1 hand.
So you think if Dev and Loma running back, who you think separate themselves like they probably should have got the first fight?
You said Dev and Loma? I ain't even see all the way. I seen like the highlights and stuff.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, Loma would be super. Even this fight, I thought it was gonna be close because how hungry you are. You know how you're back against the wall.
Yeah.
When you're not winning them big fights, you're not performing good no more. You know, it'll take 1 shot to get out, like to get pushed to the side in boxing. So I
No,
feel like
yeah,
his back
literally.
gonna be all the way against the wall. Like, I gotta win this fight. So I ain't gonna lie, I might have to lean towards Loma, but I want Devin to win.
Right. Then recently, Devin they just announced that he officially gonna go up to fight Regis for the 140-pound title. How you feel about that one?
And he was Shakur. He was complaining about that, right? His team, like, yeah.
Because I think he gonna keep
And
the
he
35
He
belts.
requested to keep the belt on
Yeah.
some petty stuff. So, he know as soon as they go, basically Shakur and Loma get the title shot.
Right.
Yeah.
So he was basically telling the organization that he gonna get a title and then come down to defend it.
That's tough.
I think that's bad for his body.
Yeah. It's a lot. That's a lot. And honestly, I think it's a smart business move not to fight Shakur right now because Shakur is definitely the better fighter.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I don't know. I think he should just move up to 140, take his fight with Regis Prograis. That's a good fight for him. And Regis Prograis can fight too.
Yeah, that's a good fight. It's
Right.
a dangerous first fight
Exactly.
for sure. Yeah.
No, for sure. So it's like
first fight, he damn near the best at that class.
Right.
Him and Teal got the
Teal,
argument.
yeah, right. Yeah, I think Teal,
Teal came that last fight,
Remember I told you
Yeah,
in the
the interview, yeah.
He was like, I might bet on that.
I did. I won a couple dollars off of it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did a live bet.
I'm curious to be in the first 2 rounds. I'm like, dang, this start off a little shaky. Then
Oh,
after that, everything I was saying started to come into
Man,
play.
Teal was working.
Yeah,
That
he was.
man,
I ain't gonna lie, he was
working.
back. That's how I remember Teofimo boxing before the Loma fight. Like I said, sometimes you get big headed, and that's what happened with after the Loma fight. He lost to Cambosa and stuff like that. But he looked super sharp.
Man,
I was
sharp
on
as
the road.
hell.
Yeah, I was on a roll till like I came home like the 4th round, and my brother he called me like, "Yo, Teal look crazy."
Oh.
Yeah, he said he running them off like he having fun in there. And I came home like, "Man, he is." And then the judges tried to get him too, because that fight was kind of close on the scorecard. And and my books, he was up like 8-4.
I ain't gonna lie, Teal showed his chin a lot because
He caught some shots.
Landed a lot of like clean right hands.
Bro.
Like he kept doing that. He threw a jab up top, and he had to throw the second one to the body. And he had kind of bent down, so Josh kept catching him. He had a lot of leverage. He showed his chin in that one.
Yeah, and then like he arguably fought the shit. That was Josh Taylor was the best guy at 140. You know what I mean?
Josh
Taylor.
That's a resume.
But it's
He said it. He said he got the best resume since I forgot who he said. I don't know if I think he said like since Ali or something. But
I mean,
But how y'all feel about that?
it's 2 undisputed champ.
It's crazy though, cause like he won, but his dad kind of was the same way. Like I remember the first round, his dad literally told him like, "Yo, go figure him out," and it was really that simple. And I'm like, I don't know. I still kind of don't agree with that. Like, 'cause he don't be kind of
pop.
Yeah, like he don't really be breaking it down. He still do it just works out.
Right.
So when he win, you would kind of forget that part.
Right.
But you see when he lost, we ain't forget that part.
Right, definitely. And sometimes, like I said, I don't, especially with a situation like that, because if somebody did that with me and my pop, I would get offended. So with them, I just, like father-son duels, honestly, nobody gonna know you better in boxing than your dad if he was there throughout your whole career. So it could be, like sometimes the fighter, you like just smart enough, his IQ high enough where you don't gotta tell him that much.
Now that's about to be my next question. Like, is it that since you're a fighter, is it really that simple? Where it's like, I taught you everything you need to know to beat him. So like, I ain't about to repeat myself for the 100th time. You know what you gotta do.
For sure, that's the other part. Like behind closed doors when they're in the gym on a daily basis, I'm sure he'd be on them and with his feet and whatever it is that you need to work on. Right, exactly. So definitely sometimes it get annoying when you got somebody in your corner and they yelling at you all the time. It's like, I got a plan. Like, so with me and my dad, like I'll tell my pop sometimes, like he'll be calling stuff out. I'm like, I got you, so you know what I'm doing. Like he may be calling a slip and shoot a right hand or something like that, but I want him to throw his right hand, so I'm going to his left and I want to shoot a left
Right.
hook or something like that. So that's how I be. But
Do you feel like boxing is like going in a better direction? Obviously, we getting all these big fights, man. Obviously, Ryan Tank, Loma Haney. Obviously, we got Spence Crawford tomorrow. Charlo Canelo. People are willing to lose. They now. Do you think it's moving in a better direction now, or do you think it's kind of like maybe it's just kind of like a spurt of like a popularity thing? Everybody else doing it. Yeah, everybody else doing it. Let's fight.
I hope not. But right now, the sport is great right now.
Yeah, going crazy.
All the big fights happening. Like, I just was talking to my homies when we left the weigh-in. I'm like, I can't believe this fight really happening.
Man, I swear. I keep
was-
saying it. Every time I see a poster or something, I'm like,
Right.
I'm
bro.
telling people like, yo, I'm more like excited for the fight than to be in Vegas because
Right.
like I never thought
That
they
was
was
gonna
gonna
happen.
fight.
Right.
Yeah, no, for real.
Like kind of how the Floyd and Pacquiao fight was, but it was so late. Like, it happened, but it wasn't the same if it would have happened. And not saying Floyd still wouldn't won, but it's not the same if the excitement would have been like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So they still in their prime.
Stylistically is like Floyd still, like, even though they fought old, the way he fought older, he'd have tried to fight that way younger.
Right,
He
exactly.
wasn't going to try
It
to
really
bang
would've
with him.
changed,
He
yeah.
was going to go in there, child boxing again and moving on it.
For sure. I still think Floyd could get in there and get a title, honestly.
Man, he could definitely.
I think he could still beat C and B level fighters.
Yeah,
I
definitely-
don't think he could beat an A level fighter.
Yeah, not like
Right.
Not like
Crawford,
yeah.
no
What he
killer
gonna
like
play?
that.
What he gonna fight at? 147 maybe.
Like, if he
Or-
fought Sergio Lipinets, I pick Floyd to get in.
you just pick him apart.
Yeah, I pick Floyd to get in.
That's crazy to think about. But
He still looks sharp as
What
hell.
about Regis?
Yeah, he
I
do.
think Regis too young.
for Floyd,
Yeah, get Floyd out of here.
no.
I don't know, man. Hell no.
Floyd is
Hell no.
hard. And you know what?
Floyd still look good,
Yeah,
man.
Dude, that's why I seen him sparring and stuff. And you know what else I heard about Floyd? I heard Floyd is super strong. And sparring,
Yeah.
like super strong. His hands got messed up young, so
Yeah,
he
no,
wasn't able to
definitely,
punch
definitely.
too hard no more. But
Right.
I heard he got power like you would never expect from Floyd.
Right. See, so people just don't expect that from
Right.
him, right?
Exactly. So he got respect.
You
for
think
power.
he'll get Regis? Because Regis in his
Man,
prime.
Honestly,
So.
I mean, Regis definitely is a tough fighter. I like Regis. Who did he just lost a couple weeks ago, right?
Who?
No, he
Regis
just
won.
looked a
He
little-
He looked a little.
Oh,
Yeah. he
This
looked
year
a
was a
little-
bad performance.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. He won
He
though.
landed like 94 punches in a 12-round fight.
Oh shit.
So that was
That's
bad.
not a lot of punches.
Yeah, bad performance.
What
That-
fight did he have that real good performance with?
He lost against
that
Josh
was a Taylor.
Taylor.
I think it
Zepeda.
was a Payton.
That was
He knocked
when was
Zepeda
that?
out though. He ended up knocking Zepeda
That was
out
like
though.
last year when he became champion, basically.
I think that's the one I saw.
Yeah.
that was a good fight. And
He
I
was
don't know,
stopping
Floyd.
him,
We talking about the GOAT. Like I don't
Man,
know.
Floyd,
He's still,
he might put them works,
yeah.
man.
He don't look old.
He don't look old at
don't
all,
look
man.
shit,
Every
for
video
sure.
I see,
Definitely. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good fight.
hell yeah.
You think it's gonna be like an easy fight tomorrow for Spence, or like it's gonna be a knockout?
I mean, and with the knockout, I can't call it because, like I said, I'm not expecting a knockout for sure. Because I could see potentially a knockout in the later rounds with Crawford. Like I said, never been hit by nobody like Earl.
Right, yeah.
So, like, it's not nobody where I can really compare, like, all right, he got hit by this guy and he ain't really get hurt too crazy. So it's like, I don't know. But I'm not expecting a knockout. I just think Earl gonna have a game plan to break him down like everybody else and get him out of there. I mean, not get him out of there, beat him.
Right, yeah.
And how you feel about people when they say like if they go to decision, Spence gonna win? If they go to knockout, Bud gonna win? You think that's
hope
crazy
not.
to say, or
I hope not. And I mean, Earl the A side, but it's not like,
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna cheat for him.
Yeah, right.
And I will hope not, because that's not fair. I've been in
you know
those
it's crazy though? Speaking on the judges, I'm mad I don't know the exact fights, but the judges actually came out and they was being criticized because they showed basically their resume on the most recent fights, and one of the judges who scored the who fought last week, who Shakur was talking shit to. This is Cam.
Cambosis.
Cambosis.
One
Yeah.
of the judges who scored Cam winning that fight by like 4 points is one of those judges in that fight. And you know, everybody was saying that was a robbery.
Right.
Tim was on the joint like, yo, we need a fighters need a union or something for this. So he was really mad.
Yeah, that's
That's kind of scary a little bit.
that's messed up though. Like,
There was
they
another
need to get them
fact
people
going
out
on
of there.
at the top,
The
yeah.
judges that's like that,
Man.
that's not cool, honestly. You like imagine you putting your body through hell and pain for 2 months straight, not seeing no girls, not going out having no fun, like killing
not
yourself.
seeing your family,
Right, not seeing your family,
Man.
doing none of that. And you got it dedicated, like I'm gonna win this fight. You go in there and know you did enough to win, then you lose that joint. That'll crush you. That's how I
Man.
was in the amateurs. That's why I hated it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
They do need to start investigating that fucking
Yeah.
judges.
You think if these people preference, like just off of,
Styles.
like, I ain't gonna lie, I always preference the boxer over the come forward fighter. Like most likely, if it's a boxer and a come forward fighter in a close round, I'm gonna most likely give it to the boxer.
Right. That's definitely that's a crucial part. Especially like I said, I can speak for the amateurs. 'Cause I know how the amateurs. They want to see this the whole
Yeah, the whole
time.
fight, yeah.
That's the opposite of me. So I ain't like it.
So
And,
basically, if I was the judge, you would be cool.
right,
because-
exactly. I win like
Well,
9
right.
times out of 10 of your scorecard because I was a boxer, and a boxer puncher. I definitely got very respectable power, but I outboxer. I got fast feet. So, and in the pros, I'm not 100% sure. Like I'm just starting to really like watch a lot of pro fights and stuff. But it's like I said, I just hope not. I just hope everything fair. But I don't know. Like if you could tell if somebody winning the fight who getting hit a lot more, who getting hit with
Yeah.
hard shots, like just because you like their style, don't get them around. Like That's corny.
It ain't never been that serious, man.
Right,
Just score the fight, man.
Exactly, right.
Like that's another thing I spoke on is because you gotta think about it. You don't like none of us here know who about to judge them personally.
Right.
So let's just say you was a judge. I don't know Spence your favorite fighter.
Right.
Somebody whoever hired you to be the judge don't know Spence your favorite fighter. So like it be little stuff that people probably don't even look into, like little shit like that. Like,
Behind the scenes and stuff like
yeah,
that.
like because you don't know who they watch when they who their favorite fighter,
for sure.
who they be like, no, you gotta watch him, bro. Like you don't know who they hype up like that.
Definitely. And the craziest part is, you probably right, because something like that happened with the NBA. Like, they investigating a referee.
Yeah,
He
I
was
seen
on a
that
burner account on Twitter, and I
Yeah.
think it was like KD or something like that, or Tatum. And he like a real big fan. He reffing they games and stuff, giving them calls and all that. So, like, that definitely be going on behind closed doors, like you said.
Yeah.
I never even thought of that, though.
Yeah, like,
That's just
They
natural.
got favorites like we got.
Right,
yeah, I was about to
exactly.
say that's just
Judges
natural.
Don't mean they
Yeah.
have a favorite fighter.
You
They
gotta
got
watch
favorite fighter
boxing.
like
Right.
Right.
this.
You get
Like,
paid to do, like, you judging it. So,
like, you might let him judge his favorite fucking fighter.
Right.
How that nigga going to do a lot.
Right.
for them
right,
moves,
right,
like,
right, right.
yo, like,
Nah, for sure. For sure.
you know what I'm saying? Any other fights coming up?
Not that I know of right now, shit. But no, that was 25 minutes.